Hi there guys, it's Metro, and we are back again today. Good buddy Cop. All's right in the world. Duke won handily yesterday. So did Israel Adesanya. What else? I feel like something else happened, but yeah, that's that. We're back today. Me and Cop are gonna talk about what our plans are. Gauge his thoughts now that we know the patch is coming out. About 1 week from today. No, not quite 1 week, but a few days from today. We're gonna finish up hopefully. My goals have been to always to get to the Plague Land, so see, obviously we're not there yet, but we're getting there. There's my man. All right, Cop, what's up, buddy?
Not too much, buddy. Why do you ask?
Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
Hey, what's happening with you, my friend?
Nothing.
Well, let's get some leveling done then, shall we?
It's awkward. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so cool. Yeah, let's do that for sure. Before we start, I do want to talk to you now. So last time we started, we didn't know that the patch was on its way, but now that we do know, what are your thoughts with relationship to what we're doing right now?
I mean, I want to finish. I really do want to finish.
Okay.
And we're so close.
I think we are, but I don't know if we're 2 sessions away.
Yeah, I don't think we're 2 sessions away. I think we're going to probably, with 100%, get back to 2 levels a session. So I think we're probably 5 sessions away.
Yeah.
But I mean, I am good dedicating whatever time you feel comfortable dedicating to it. So
here's my initial concern here. I don't want to just hit 60. I wanted to do the Plague Land storylines.
Yep.
And that's going to take a lot longer than what we've been doing. So
yeah.
And I kind of don't want to rush through that either, because I want to get good footage of it and make sure I can make good videos. Because those are that was my goal the whole time, and so I can't help but feel like that's gonna have to be after this patch at some point. That's gonna have to be down the road at some point, because I won't have time to do all this anyway right now. So, so I think right now I don't know when. I might as well just take a look at this guide. Yeah, so it actually says, so right now we're doing Stranglethorn Vale. Then we're going to go to Searing Gorge. Then we're going to do some in Blasted Lands. And then it wants us to go to Western Plague Lands. So depending on what happens in, the next however many hours of this playthrough before the patch, we could try to move around Western Plague Lands. And then just whenever, the patch comes out, then we'll take some time off of it. And then when we come back, we can do Western Plague Lands one day, and then Eastern Plague Lands the next day, or something like that. And then that should, one way or the other, will be 60 at that point, I'd imagine. So,
yeah, that sounds good.
Okay,
I like it.
Right. That's a good plan then. Okay, so let's see. This has been a while. I feel like this zone has something we've left for quite a while, but it's funny to be back. Right, we're gonna go over to. Looks like behind the coast here. Look at these giant barrels. Oh my god. They're like 3 times taller than we are, huh? You ever see barrels that big?
Not that I can recall.
Oh, we should probably be in a party, huh?
Well, yeah. Blessings and buffs and such.
I try to bless you and it's like... Can't do that.
Yeah, Buff Watch is kind of picky that way.
No, you can't give a blessing outside your party. You have to be in a group to do that.
Oh.
What else? I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about.
Super Bowl Sunday?
That's today, yeah. Ironically, not anything I wanted to talk about. Yo, you know what? You brought up the hockey thing a couple weeks ago, but they're also off because of the Olympics, aren't they?
Yeah, well, originally it was going to be a 2-week Olympic break, right? So, it was a 1 week what we call All-Star game break, and then they're using the other week to get everybody caught up to where they were before they had to miss a bunch of games because of COVID. So,
But what about the Olympics?
Well, there's no pro hockey players at the Olympics.
Oh, none?
None. Yeah, no NHL players at the Olympics.
Why?
COVID concerns and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. So that's like a rule they had to follow, or did they just all choose not to or something?
They decide. Well, they originally were going to. Like it gets bargained with the International Olympic Committee every time. But originally they were going to, but then they started to lose a whole bunch of games to COVID.
I see.
And they were just like, you know what? We need the time. We might as well do an all-star game in the Olympics, or not do the Olympics and catch up.
Size is here. What's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Early this morning here.
What's up, Size? How's it going, buddy?
Okay, so back to looking for carefully folded note. Loot the green bottles along the southeastern coast. That was something that I wanted us to try to do last time we were here, and I was just like, I don't even know what that is. Let's not bother with it. Yes, good morning, gentlemen. Thanks. Good morning to you, my friend. Thanks for calling us gentlemen. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk to you about. I purchased Final Fantasy VII Remake. What'd you say?
I said, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been messing around with it. Let's see. I guess like initial reactions to the first. I got to the part where like you're basically about to like go into the place with Jessie's. She's looking for blasting agent or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm at that point right now. I'm just starting there. And so yeah, I would definitely say that the combat is more fun than I initially expected it to be. Like it's quite active. But as of right now, it does feel very spammy. Like there doesn't really feel like there's much strategy involved. But then, you know, I'm watching your like Shiva thing yesterday, and I'm like, huh. You know, I guess when I get to that point, I'll feel differently because it does look like you have to actually be, you know, intelligent about what you're doing in there. But I think what I would say maybe for what I've seen from you and also what I've seen from me is like the bosses or like basically any like single enemy is extremely like you have to care and you have to put a lot of strategy into it. But like any big group of enemy, it's literally just smash buttons, like AoE everything basically. So I don't know how I feel about that, but it's interesting. I'm surprised I like the combat as much as I do.
Yeah, it is quite nice. Like even the stuff that's spammy kind of feels kind of good, you know.
The animations are really vibrant. I think is the big thing. Like they're quite loud, you know. So it kind of makes you excited to see them, even if you just press the one button 150 times. Oh wow, I did a lot. But yeah, the customization definitely disappointing, but it's super early, I guess, so I'm sure a lot more. It looks like they almost made that game for New Game Plus. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can't actually get until New Game Plus comes around. So we'll see what happens with that.
I think so, for sure. Everything you're saying, exactly kind of how I feel about it, too.
Was New Game Plus, like, actually present in the original game, though? I'm not even sure if it was.
I don't know. I didn't play enough of the original game to say for sure. So.
Yeah, you never actually played it. It is also funny, too, another thing that I will notice between you and now me playing it is that there was a lot of things I never actually saw when I watched that original, like, only cutscenes thing that I watched. There's a lot of story that gets kind of told just by walking around and playing, and those people didn't include that, so I'm like, huh, I'm glad that I'm getting to see this. So what are we even doing?
I don't know. You said something about bottles, and now we're just killing stuff.
We're looking for the captain, but I don't actually know where he is. And Darius Raven, welcome. How you doing today? It's just so good, dude. Like, the voice acting is unbelievable. I think that honestly is the best video game I've ever seen voice acting wise.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. But it's like, honestly, just the way they like made the characters too, like it actually feels like real people communicating with each other, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like video game characters at all. Outside of the fact
really
that they're all making weird noises and talking very strangely, like it's like they put so much emotion into like the faces and stuff. Like they don't even have to speak a lot of times. You know what I mean?
I find that a lot with Barrett. You know?
Yeah.
Like, because the way he's portrayed originally, he really is, and I say this a lot. He seems very much like just a total zealot and not very more than one-dimensional. But just the way his face is, especially like if he's talking to Marlene or something, is very expressive. Yeah. And I really like the way it portrays him as more than a one-dimensional character.
He's more than one-dimensional for sure. When you find out his relationship to Marlene, it's very interesting. Those characters they got to be some of the best written video game characters ever. Like outside of like a epic, like a major story like WoW or something like that. Anyway, Sai says that Riddle Quest is really immersive. Goes all over Eastern Kingdoms, if I recall. I don't know where to find it is my problem. And Darius says, doing awesome, working from home and watching you. Oh, working on a Sunday, jeez. Well, we're glad to provide that regardless. This is it here, okay.
Gotta wait for it to respawn.
There's an ornate, well-traveled bridge east of Deadwind and south of Redridge. Underneath there awaits something for you. Something for you. Some call it a hint, others call it a clue. There it will lie for endless tomorrows, biding its time in the swamp of sorrows. Oh, it was like a riddle. Solus, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? It says, hello, Metro and Cop.
Not respawned yet.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, that is not even what we were looking for, apparently, but pick it up. Maybe we'll do it at some point. I don't know. Actually, it probably isn't going to respawn, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up doing this. It does sound like a cool quest, though. Someday I'll check that out. Well, yeah, we got this. That was not what we were looking for. Apparently, loot the green bottles along the southeastern coast is what it says. Message in a bottle. You ever heard that song?
No, I've
really?
not heard that. No.
Sending out an SOS. Sending out. That's basically all the lyrics.
That
sounds
familiar.
What's the name of the Police, right? Sting, Super
Yes.
Group, whatever that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Sting and the Police. Yeah.
He used to be on a rock band. That's the only reason I ever really heard it, I think.
Private eyes will watch you. They see your every move.
What's that, Sting as well?
That is the Police as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I always thought that song was a bit stalkery myself, but you know.
Yeah, there's some weird songs. Roxanne, right? A song about a prostitute, basically. It's like, what the fuck? I feel like a lot of music from like the 80s and maybe like basically like late 60s through like early 90s, like you can't really write that music in 2022. Like it's not gonna work. Like people are gonna be really mad at you, I think. I can't remember. There was a situation like that the other day. What the fuck? Oh man, it was like when I saw that I was like, oh my god, you cannot do that today. I can't remember what it was. Something really weird.
There is like a song that's literally about a guy and a young girl who's underage.
Oh boy.
That was really popular in like the 70s and the 80s.
Huh.
Because people didn't listen to the actual lyrics.
Yeah, I think that's honestly, I think that's what it is. Like a lot of these songs, people were just like completely unaware of what they were writing about. Solo says, I'm good, thanks. Getting ready for the Super Bowl this evening. Yes, that is correct. Super Bowl on its way. Two teams will square off against each other, although I don't know which two. And I will eat food and watch commercials. And
Nice.
I wish I was watching basketball instead of football. But yeah, I think it's the Rams. They're from Los Angeles now. Sean, goddamn, long time no see. I was just thinking about you. How the hell you been, man? Yeah, me and Cop been playing a lot of Classic recently. Since the season of Mastery came out, we decided to give it another go. Long story about why, but we are back to it. Bengals and Rams, that's it. Bengals, I forgot about that, yeah. Bengals are like big underdogs there, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think probably hope for the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
LA and all.
You like getting rammed?
No, I'd much preferred being the one doing the ramming, but you know.
Alright.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I think so. What else? Yeah, Super Bowl. Kind of fun. They have really good commercials. Is it televised in Canada too, I suppose? Is it? Hello?
Yeah. I said yeah.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, for sure. It is indeed probably be on CTV. That's a network.
Cool. That's good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, Sean says, me and my buddy are duo leveling Paladins too. That's fun. Yeah, Paladin is like, I have to say, like, I'm really shocked at how good duo Paladin is. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I tend to agree. It's been really good to us.
Yeah, it's really good. Like 2 lay on hands and 2 bubbles. It's like, you know, we can kind of do whatever the fuck we want. And now, especially once we get 2 consecrates, like I think the world's gonna open up. Couple
like
hours
we were
here.
killing an elite that was 8 levels higher than you and 7 levels higher than me last episode.
Yes,
so.
yeah. We killed something that was like legitimately should have had no. It took us like 10 minutes, but yeah, that was pretty cool actually. Yeah. Sean says it should be on ESPN in Canada. I'm sure. Oh yeah. You have ESPN up there, I guess. Yeah.
Yes and no. We have a channel that we have instead of ESPN.
Oh yeah,
It's
TSN
called,
or something,
TSN,
right?
yeah. And TSN's owned by CTV, so.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, the game is not on ESPN here, so I don't know. But then Sai says, I encourage people to have a Super Bowl every Sunday. That's too often, yeah. Can't really do that. A recent Wrath AMA video I watched, the guy was saying, put your leadership on Prot and Holy Pallies. They are kind of a take charge class, I see. I will say I was watching, I stumbled across this the other day. Me and Vic were going through memories about it. I don't know if you ever heard about this, Cop. There was like a guild that like created like a reality TV show around their progression. Did you ever see this?
Oh. No, I saw that whole thing with Felicia Day back in the day.
Oh yeah, so this is called Big Crits was the name of the guilds.
Oh, okay.
And they basically like just recorded their, it's like just like a straight up reality TV show from like the early 2000s. But it's actually pretty, like I watched like 10 episodes while Final Fantasy VII was downloading, which took like fucking 3 hours, but yeah, it's entertaining. I had forgotten how entertaining it was. But yeah, they started in Wrath, so it was like funny to relive all the Wrath bosses.
Nice.
This is a good idea. They had like really professional editing too. It was like they had everybody basically like record their thoughts after each raid and then send them in, and then somebody cuts it down into like probably like a 20-minute episode or less.
Oh, so it's like that thing that they used to do on reality TV where you go to like the confessional booth. And
That's exactly, yeah. It's just like any reality TV show, at least that I've seen from America. It's like, you know, everybody just kind of talks shit on each other, and then they highlight it all into like one video, basically. It's kind of funny. The weird thing about I don't
Rusty.
Yeah, it would be. I'd love to see people we rated with have the same thing. But the thing that was strange about it though was like I don't know how this worked. Like because like one of the people who was like featured in the video got like kicked out of the guild basically. And I'm like I don't know if this is real or if this is not. Like I'm like maybe this is all part of the act or what. But it was kind of weird.
That is always the problem with reality television. How much is actually real and how much is scripted?
Yeah, the line is thin, and it makes me wonder if that was the case for this too. But it was funny because like basically like a bunch of other people in the guild were like, yeah, this guy dies way too much, especially as a rogue. Like especially in Wrath, a rogue was like super overpowered for surviving, and they're like offering all kinds of solutions for how I'm to get better, and the guy's just like, I don't know, I don't think I die anywhere near as much as they make me sound like I do, and so I'm like, I don't know who to believe. And then like the episode after, he was like, well, I got bad news today. I've been told that I'm no longer going to be brought to the raids, and I should look to find a new guild or something like that. It's like, wait, so what? You're still on the show? Like, what happens? I was like confused. Like, yeah, very interesting. I guess that's part of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we did that part at least, but we still haven't found. I guess I'm gonna have to look this up because I don't even know what we're looking for. It says green bottles on the southeastern coast. Let me just look it up. Oh, actually, I think I know what this is. Yeah. Okay. I think I've done this before. Gotta get back over to that side over there. I think it's like all over the coast. Yeah. It is. Okay. All right.
All right. I'll follow you.
Thanks. It's like even on Questy as well. I just didn't recognize what I was looking at. Just a bunch of exclamation points all over the place. Yeah, I'm honestly, so you're gonna keep playing that? Like you have plans on just playing that every weekend, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I got it set up for twice a week. I'll do it tonight. Be another episode. I'll record tonight, and then Thursday night.
Yeah.
Be recording another one. So
Nice.
pretty much either Sunday or Monday, and then Thursday is my record days for those.
And this will be probably like your Witcher thing. It'll just go on forever, huh?
Yeah. Just twice a week forever till I get it done. Then I'll do the interrograde as well.
Yeah.
You'll finish it way before I do because you're not playing it for people.
No, I probably will. I'm probably gonna stop playing it once the patch comes out, and then maybe pick it up again in the future. The good thing I like about this though is like this modding community. It's like just off the ground here, so I'm pretty excited to take a couple months off and see what happens when I come back to it down the road. So looks like there's another one up here anyway. West Coast Redneck asks, what city do you live in, and where does Cop live? I live in East Coast, Northeast Pennsylvania, and Cop lives in, go ahead, tell him.
I live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Wait, did you not get a note from that? You just gotta scroll.
Oh. Wow. I did. I just got a scroll of agility too.
Alright, well anyway, we'll keep looking. I'll read the quest while we do that. The note reads in fairly good handwriting. To any that can aid me, please. My need for help is dire. A great skymane holds me captive on an island in the South Seas. The stars at night are foreign to me and obscured by the jungle trees. But on the clearest days I see wild shore to the northwest, and what seems to be the large sailing ship to the southwest. I beg of you, my would-be savior, please help me.
That one just gave me a rip note.
Oh, okay. He says, wow, I'm from Grand Prairie, Alberta.
Oh, okay. I know where you're at.
I'm going to kill this guy too while we look for this. This will be a relatively tough one, it seems. Or did you get another one?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool. Let's kill this guy. I can't wait to discuss the story with you, though. You genuinely have never played the game or know anything about the story?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about the story past a certain amount that I've watched. So.
Okay. And regardless, all you've ever watched is this game, not the original game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Good. Well, the cool thing about this one is, like, there's not... I feel like the story in this game is absolutely insane, but a lot of that insanity doesn't even happen in this part. So, yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting what they do for the future.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, good, sorry.
I was just gonna say I can't wait to see what happens with like the Dementor ghosts and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. That part's all new to this game. That's so I didn't even realize this. They actually like, I guess they made like a lot of other Final Fantasy VII stuff besides just the original Final Fantasy VII game.
Yeah.
And so a lot of that stuff plays into this, but I never actually played. There's a game called like Crisis Core, and then there's like films and I guess maybe comics or something as well. I don't actually know all the different things, but I'm assuming you want the Bengals to win today. I don't really want either team to win. I'll just watch it and have fun. Saz asks, I don't mean to put any pressure, but what is going on with 9.2 for you? It's cool if no specific plans. I suppose I don't have any either. Oh, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing right now. Yeah. Just hanging out with these guys. They're pretty good people, and honestly, probably just gonna be staying Alliance at this point. 9.25, I'll probably play my my Horde characters again, just because I'll be able to play them across faction. But yeah, now that they announced that, I don't know. There's probably no reason for me to play Horde.
I got the note.
Oh, great. All right, so now we're gonna swim across the water there, and it says, kill Gorlash, the level 47 elite giant. Try to kite him to the guards in town. Don't try to solo him if you don't have cooldowns ready and healing potions. We did it alone, no problem. No guards needed.
That's right.
What guards? Jesus, that would be a lot of fucking running. Holy shit.
We're pro. Come on now. Paladin Pals.
You're either pro or you're noob.
It's true.
Ed, hello Metron Cop, how's it going? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Let's go, man.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, but that story, just something wild, honestly. At least there is some good stuff in this one though, because I think like Eris's story is pretty well developed into this game.
Yeah.
Even though the finality doesn't come in this episode, but yeah, I can't wait to beat this game. I just want to talk story and get your thoughts on all of it, because it's gonna be an interesting one for you.
Yeah, I figure I should finish up all the side stuff in the Sector 5 slums tonight, and then from there, I guess I go back to Sector 7. So.
Oh yeah.
At least that seems to be, like, I guess we go have dinner with Eris and...
Sector 5. That's the one where Eris is located. Is that what Sector 5 is? I don't really know the names of these places.
Sector 7 is 7th Heaven.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Have you come to free me? Gidwin, I put my faith in you and anyone you can muster to help free me. The great Skymane King Mukla is my captor. He commands the beasts of the island, and they keep me here against my will with the aid of this chain. If you can slay him and find the key to this shackle, I shall be indebted to you greatly. I often hear him to the southeast side of the island, but please be careful. He is not to be trifled with.
We shall meet again.
There's a lot of stamina in that ring.
Oh, yeah. So this is interesting. It says turn in 10 gorilla fangs to... Oh, yeah. So it just doesn't even want us to do this quest. I guess not, yeah. But we need to get gorilla fangs. So I don't know if they drop from these guys. These guys are pretty high level, though, so maybe it's not a good idea. I mean, maybe we could take him. I don't know what level he is. But it's...
Yeah, we could go look. We got horses.
Well, let's kill a couple gorillas anyway. I only have 4 fangs. How many do you have?
I think that's about what I have. I'll have to look. Give me a sec.
We each need 10.
I have 7. 7.
Oh, okay. So we each need 10 anyway. So I might as well do a little bit of this. Well, there's 1. I now have 5. Something about Stranglethorn I will never turn down, though. I just really like the zone and the atmosphere here.
Yeah, it's really nice. I always have those negative, oh, it's the zone where everybody ganks you kind of vibes. So
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It almost feels like I got robbed of a great zone because of that, you know?
Yeah.
But look at how much shit there is in this zone, man. This is insane.
Yeah.
Areas there. 51 elite. Very tall, too.
Be big.
Give it a try, Spud. We have both. Yeah, we have everything up, so. Faxi Metro, I got karma'd for making a joke about your DK being 24.99.9. My hunter is now 26.99.4. No, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's how it goes. I didn't even know they, like, I mean, there's no indication from Blizzard that they're grading score based on, like, that many points, like, that many decimal points, I mean.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I would think at that point they must round up.
Yeah, I guess that's just, they just round up, yeah. Alright, let's see what we got here. Even in-game achievements round up, yeah. It's like there's no actual visual indication that it doesn't do exactly that. Oh wow, you're getting hit hard. Uh-oh. I'm feared.
Yeah, I'm gonna bubble.
Yep, good idea. I used my one last potion. And that's that. I don't think we kill this guy.
Yeah.
They round to the 1 second place on age 2 for everything. It drives me mad. Yeah. Still have 2 land hands to use. But I don't think even with that, I don't think we can kill him, so.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Alright, good effort, I guess.
Yeah.
Guys, just does too much damage.
Yeah,
a
he hits
fucking raid
just
group
too
to
hard.
kill that guy. And that's the crazy part. Like, I mean, like, when the hell did people? When did Blizzard expect people to come and kill that guy? What are we gonna come back when we're like 58 and come and kill him? Like, it's kind of weird.
It's like a dungeon boss. You really would need a full tank.
Yeah, you'd need multiple. Yeah, definitely. Definitely need a full-time healer for that.
So we can run on top of the water.
Cop died freeing Princess Poobah. Yeah, so did I. What a valorous soul. Yeah, we died for a good cause at least.
Yep. Totally.
Sad but true.
Now the run of shame. Don't forget to turn your treasure finding back on.
Yeah, guess we can. Doesn't seem like I guess maybe now we're finally starting to get to the point where treasures are going to have some value to them. I don't. Literally went how long? 17 episodes without finding a single good item in a treasure chest.
Yeah.
It's kind of pathetic, honestly.
It's almost like treasures weren't meant to have value at this point in the game.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of even having them is. They just have a bunch of food and water in them most of the time. Very strange.
I guess if you were leveling a class like a rogue that didn't have self-heals, or a mage, or something that didn't have access to easy food, not mage, maybe like warlock or something, didn't have easy access to food and mana regen. But
I mean, still, you can buy food. Like, Why is that in a treasure chest?
I don't know. I'm just trying to put a cogent, intelligent thought behind the idea.
Yeah. Yo, so this is something else I want to tell you about. So you don't know anything about golf, obviously, and you don't know what event is happening right now?
No.
In the golf. Okay, I'm going to tell you this story. You're going to like the story, I promise, even if you don't like
okay.
golf. So, golf, you know, pretty normal, like, event is, like, very quiet, and, you know, you have to wear certain clothing, and you have to act certain ways, and you're not allowed to talk or make any noise while they're hitting, and, you know, that's all very normal, like, every event. And people get rowdy when the shots hit, and they yell, and do dumb shit, and they get drunk and act like idiots. But for 90% of the time you're golfing, it's still pretty tame, okay? Well, so that's not the case at the event that's currently going on. It's the Waste Management Open. Actually, I think it's just called the Phoenix Open now. And it's in Arizona at a course that has a lot of land around its golf holes. So on a hole, the 16th hole, par 3, pretty small par 3, they built an entire grandstand surrounding the hole on all sides. So it's like a fucking coliseum. So you walk into this thing underneath the grandstand, and there's like probably more people there than fucking Cameron Indoor. Like, it's thousands and thousands of people all clustered around this one hole, okay? And for whatever reason, I don't know how this even became a thing, everybody's fine with them just making noise and screaming the whole time, like a basketball or football game. Like, they encourage it. Like, they're chanting. There's people, like, dressed up, like, fucking, like, bald eagles and bullshit. Like, a bunch of people put a lot of time into them going to this event, okay? And so, every year at the 16th hole, basically, like, if you hit a good shot, they go nuts, they cheer like crazy, scream. But if you hit a bad shot, they boo the fuck out of you. Like, they're like really vicious on this hole, okay? So a lot of golfers have said, like, they don't even want to play this event because that one hole is so different than every other golf event that they go to. It's not worth it, you know? It's like a whole different atmosphere. But a lot of people like it as well, okay? So anyway, fast forward to today, or yesterday now. Yeah, look at that. Literally not even a single item in there. Anyway, fast forward, and they, you know, a group's coming up to 16, all right? I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know if he's, like, leading or anything like that, but he gets up to the ball, you know, strikes it, and it's tracking towards the hole. Everybody's, like I said, talking and yelling the whole time, okay? Well, guess what? He makes a hole-in-one on this fucking hole, surrounded by thousands and thousands of people, right? And so these fucking people start, like, it's like a basketball game, like a fucking 1 versus not ranked upset. Like, they go nuts. Like, they're throwing bottles. People are, like, rushing the hole and shit. It's, like, unbelievable. I have never seen something like this before. And I'm going to get you a picture of this. I'm going to show this picture on stream, too. This is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in a golf event. And maybe if you've never watched a golf event before, you won't understand how ridiculous this is. But I'm going to show this on stream now. Yeah, look at that's the fucking aftermath of that guy making a hole-in-one. And the funny thing about it is those are all beer bottles and cans and shit like that, and those are expensive, man. Like, they're probably like $10 a beer. You know what I mean? Like, let's be serious. I know it's not Yankee Stadium, but I mean, they're probably pretty fucking expensive. So there's like probably like $100,000 worth of fucking beer cans that people just threw and left and all this shit. It's like, holy shit, man. I still can't get over this. Wow. Yeah, this guy is living in golf infamy, man. Like, you'll never see this again. This is the last time this will ever happen. Unless somebody else makes a hole-in-one.
He's essentially the Happy Gilmore of golf now, because he's like...
It broke every rule. That, you would never see something like that before. The weird thing, though, that hole is, like, commands such interest that there's, like, a bunch of different people who are just happening to conduct interviews while he made the hole-in-one. So there's, like, a bunch of different POVs of it from people who didn't even realize he was golfing at the time. And this one reporter is just getting sprayed with beer. Like, she is covered in beer because of where she's standing in relationship to the crowd, basically. It's like... holy fuck, man. It's just wild, dude. It's like you never see something like this.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Hole-in-one is just like the ultimate thing as well. Like, very, very, very rare, you know?
I got you. It's the ultimate skill shot.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's basically like broken the golf world the last 2 days. That's all anybody could, last day and a half, that's all anyone could talk about. And my first interaction with it was seeing that picture. I didn't even know he hit the hole-in-one because I was watching the Duke game when that happened. And I was like, what the fuck happened here? I thought there was like an assault or something. Like, you know, like, all I can think of is like every time I watch that, I'm like, yo, somebody's actually gonna die. Like, they get really bad. Like, they're booing him. It's like, dude, I mean, it's pretty common to not hit a perfect shot on golf. And like, I know they're just fucking around and almost being like a parody of golfers, but it's like, I worry that somebody's gonna do something bad at this event someday.
Yeah, the crowd is just gonna mob somebody in.
Yeah, like you never know because you see golfers every once in a while like react to the booing in the crowd, and I mean, like, it can't be good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody really likes it. Seismical says sports do change with generation. Volleyball is an example. Oh wow, what happened with volleyball? But yeah, no, this is definitely the
I got 10.
Oh great, okay, I still need 4. This is definitely the new age of golf. I mean, that's not common, and people might ask like, why is that not common? And I think honestly, the main answer is that there's just not enough space on most golf courses. Like, if you see what this setup is, it's ridiculous. Like, I think there is genuinely more seats in this event than there is in like college basketball arenas. So, most golf courses do not have this kind of space, especially not on par threes. The par threes I play at, it's just forest everywhere. Like, there's no room for anybody to sit, let alone thousands and thousands of people. So it's a very
they don't build multi-tiered stands on those.
Exactly.
Stands.
Yeah, let me see if I can get a picture of the actual. Oh yeah, you could see it in that picture. Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
There's like 5 levels of stands just by the tee box, and so then by the green there's even more. And then the thing is 17 and 18 kind of loop back around through that same area. So if you sit there near the green especially, you can actually watch 17, the golf on 17 as well as 16. So it's like, wow, pretty nuts.
I wonder if anybody was on 17 when that hole-in-one hit.
Oh, definitely. Dude, you hear this on the whole golf course. Yeah, they were showing pictures of people on like 10, like stopping because of this. You know what I mean? It's like a fucking a mile away basically, and that's how loud this was. I mean, this is like, it's you hear this kind of thing about college football, or I guess probably NFL too. But like when I think it was the Seahawks. When the Seahawks play a home game, you could hear the stadium like from miles and miles away or something like that. You know, so I can only imagine what the golf, like what this hole-in-one was like. Faxi says there's 20,000 people in the stands. Wow, yeah, so actually more than Cameron Indoor. That's crazy. Let me see exactly what the capacity is for that nowadays. Yeah, Cameron Indoor is only 9,000, so over double. That's crazy, dude. What the fuck? That's fucking insane, dude. 20,000 people at one golf hole. What the fuck? That is fucking insane. And Side says, anyway, there's new strategies like the synchronized attack. It's basically 1,000 IO more than it was 25 years ago. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, golf especially, dude, it's crazy because the technology has come so far. You got like pros, like even Tiger Woods, talking about having to limit the technology in the golf ball to stop this from keep going in this direction, because it's genuinely going to get to the point where people are able to hit these balls like 600 yards. Like, it's getting out of control. Like, it's breaking the sport. Like, there's not enough land for this sport to exist on at times. The Masters had to like
11 now, by the way.
Oh great. I have 7, so might as well. Let's just either until you get 2 more, or yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your thing.
No, there's nothing really. I mean, it's just not, the game can't keep going in this direction, you know what I mean? It's not like a virtual world where power creep among players can be dealt with easily, but, you know, in golf, like, there has to be, the land has to exist, you know, so basically what they've been doing is they just make the greens, like, insanely difficult. Like, So even if you hit the ball 500 yards, you're still going to be 3-putting half. You know, if you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Just double the size of the course. Yeah, I mean, you would need to do that, and that's just not possible. Like, the fucking course exists on land that's already covered in houses and shit. Yeah, you know, so it's like there's
can't have a 700 yard hole. You know, like.
Well, yeah, it's funny because there are holes that are like 600 plus yards, and these guys still reach them in 2. Like it's crazy, man. Like this sport has gotten out of control distance wise. And I don't, what the hell's that? Jaguaro Stalker. Anyway, I don't think, you know, I guarantee you, whoever found this sport never had any interest in this distance part of it. Like, that was not, the origins of the sport did not include this, you know? Like, they used fucking wooden sticks, you know what I mean, to hit the ball, and a fucking rubber ball, basically, you know what I mean? You're gonna hit that thing probably like 50 yards at max. Now people are hitting it almost 10 times that. Okay, I have 8. You have 2? Perfect.
I have 2.
Alright, that's it for this. Well, let's go over here. Actually, yeah. I think we can... Yeah, I think there's a path through the mountains here, isn't there?
Somewhere.
Actually, I think it's just right to our left, yeah.
Yeah, when the ancient Scots came up with golf, they never thought of 500-yard holes. And...
Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem, genuinely is that the sport never policed itself in that way. It does a lot of policing. Like, it does a lot of things like, oh, you're not allowed to move your ball, or you're not allowed to improve your lie, or you're not allowed to ground the club in sand, but it never said you're not allowed to use titanium faces, you know what I mean? Like, you're not allowed to have a smash factor of 2.45 or whatever, like, it's like nobody realized that was going to be an issue out of the gate, so that's just never been a part of the rule.
Yeah.
And so then these club and ball manufacturers, they just keep pushing the needle over and over every season. But there is now actually like a rule about how hot a club face can be, but people, like, it's actually bizarre. Like, what I mean by that, like, the physical interaction with the glove face and the ball can only result in so much speed, so much force, I guess. Like, there's like a physics behind it, And so they set some kind of thing. They call it the smash factor. It can only be so high, and the club still be legal. Because originally, oh, look, another player. Originally, you would think that, so every time a new driver comes out, you think like, oh, this club just must objectively hit the ball further than. Oh, he's got the Soul of Iron buff too. Anyway, you would think that the golf club just objectively hits the ball further than last year's model, but that's actually regulated. Like, you're not allowed that. That's not allowed. But still, they still manage to find ways for the ball to go further. So it's actually kind of shocking when you think about it like that. Like, they're physically limiting the ability for the club to make the ball travel further, but they're still managing to find ways to do it anyway by putting weight in different areas and optimizing basically the speed of the club head while it's traveling through the air and stuff. It's like pretty nuts. Oh, Faxius, what's the Soul of Iron buff? That is indicating that he has not died yet. You get that when you start, and if you die, you lose it. That's like the hardcore thing they added. Yeah, rare. See if this guy drops something worthwhile, but you never know. Cormac. 6.9 smash factor rating limit, sir. You'll have to return to the country club when it's lower. Guess who said that?
Size.
Good call. You got it in one. There's an actual buff for that. That's nifty. Yep. Yeah, and if you get to 60, it turns into a different buff that you just have forever. Pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized I never put up Red Oregon. Witch Doctor Umbagwa.
What you want?
Which Dr. Umbagwa know what mock the savage like. Yes, yes. Me speak with spirits and make he come, I do. But other gorilla beasts like spirit talking too. You protect Witch Doctor Umbagwa and I make he come to you. Witch Doctor Umbagwa wants something first. You bring 10 gorilla fang and me start spirit talking. Okay, it says last wave is very dangerous. You have to deal with 6 level 41 gorillas. This quest can be very hard to solo, it says. Anyway, Witch Doctor Umbagwa like gorilla fangs. For you, I talk to spirits. Make mock the savage come. You protect Witch Doctor Umbagwa from other gorilla beasts though, or no mock for you.
We may have to do this twice, dude, because I didn't get a chance to turn that one in.
Yeah, I was thinking that, yeah. This is probably just a one-off though. I'm not sure what comes next.
Help me here.
Should be a good time for one of us to be 50 though. We'll consecrate.
I'm very close. I need like 20k.
Yeah. The cool thing too, Faxi, is if you die, you leave a little ghost on the ground forever. Or I don't know about ever, but it's for a long time, I would imagine. Kind of like in Dark Souls. If you ever saw that, like when you die, so people can go up and see where you died, you know. So like, let's put it this way: if we were in this cave and there was like a little ghost on the ground, we'd be like, "Oh man, that's brutal. Somebody made it all the way here and they died in this cave." You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of cool actually.
Yeah, kind of cool.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's cool. All right, I'll stop that.
Sorry, I just saw that you were low.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, I better heal.
If we're fighting 5 mobs, I'm gonna be low. So, really, you little pink boy is about to hit 60 without death? No, not us. I was talking about the other guy we saw.
Yeah.
We died. We died. What do you mean? You literally watched us die like 5 minutes ago. Okay, this is. Make sure we kill the mock first.
Strike this fool.
I bet a lot of how did they die here? Yeah, there's was one like I saw one in Stormwind a while back. I was like, what the fuck? How do you die in Stormwind?
I got you.
Apparently people were like kiting dragons into Stormwind though and killing people. That was a big thing in the beginning.
That's just ignorant. I got very low mana.
Yeah, I'm gonna bubble, don't worry about it. I was saying, like, you know, I feel like anybody who does that is like, I mean, that should be like studied, right? Like, somebody who's willing to not only kill people in a game, but like kill people who are trying to not die. That person should be like studied. Like, I think there's something wrong in that person's head, right? Like,
yeah.
And I said that
that's very pathological behavior, essentially.
Yeah, and you should have seen all the fucking kids coming out trying to defend that guy. I'm like, are you joking? Like, this is clearly, make sure you loot. This is clearly not, like, this is not normal, right? Like, it's not something that should go through your head. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good here. I don't think you need to finish this quest.
Yeah, because there's nothing from that Stranglethorn Fever one.
What does that mean?
The quest of his to give him 10 fangs, that doesn't actually give you XP.
Oh yeah, no, the quest we were looking to do was get the heart and take that back to Booty Bay, so I just don't think there's anything after that quest, so it'll just be one quest different anyway, and me and you still have this big gap between us.
Yep. Honestly, I was gonna say you can do that. We can do that treasure quest if you really want to, because like that would probably help you catch up.
Nah, it's like all over the world, like Size was saying. I don't actually know where that quest takes place. I assume it wanted us to pick, because it actually wanted us to pick that quest up the last time we were here, and I assume that was because it was like gonna take us to those zones. Like one of them was Swamp of Sorrows, which I remember we went to anyway. You remember? So
Gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
The time for doing that has passed.
I got you.
Oh, yeah, should probably mount. That is so.
Me.
I can't get used to that in Classic. It's very strange. But on live, like I fucking spam the mount button. Like it's literally like spam it. Like I'll be in combat and be pressing the mount button.
Yeah.
But on live, I just walk like 500 yards without realizing I can mount.
Done too many of those challenges, my friend.
I guess so. Okay, let's go to the Huckleberry Smots. Heckleberry Smots.
You need something?
Ahoy, Gidwin. Did you find Gorlash? That chest was my favorite, and it is hidden compartment that held my greatest treasures. You found it. Oh, happy day this is. Thank you, Gidwin. Getting back my chest cools some of the fire in me, but my revenge isn't complete.
See you later.
Alright. Gave a lot of experience, because that was an elite quest. So you ding? Yeah, no, not yet.
Yeah. We'll need about 12k, so probably 2 more quests.
That gave what risks? What kind? Cloth. Useless. A lot of stats, though. Good piece.
Yeah, 3 stats.
Mother? So cold. Heading into the twisting nether. Hold me, mother. Oh, wow. Feel strength returning. Where might be? Booty Bay? Oh my. I had the strangest dream. My weakness has not completely left me. Alright. Wait. Oh, you were able to loot it anyway. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, so you did the quest, even though you didn't summon the gorillas.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So we didn't even miss anything.
Oh, that gave me a little thing.
What's that mean?
That gave me access to this.
Oh, consecrate. Yeah. Yes, it did. All right, where is this guy? It's up here.
Well met.
Okay. Ah, what a great day for the Blackwater Raiders. 3 cheers for you, Gidwin. It's a good chest.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on.
Yeah, I think me too. Alright, that is our time in Booty Bay, I assume, officially done. I can't imagine we're going to come back for any other reason. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that Mukla quest, because I assume the end of it. Message in a bottle. Thanks for stopping by. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Alright, let's fly to Stormwind. Hearth is not set to Stormwind right now. Gadget Sand.
Oops. I was looking in the quest log trying to find the Mukla quest, and I got lost. Hang on.
Okay, just going to the flight path.
I follow. Look, flight paths are hard to find in this.
Yeah, to be honest, I could see it. Yeah. It's up here.
Anywhere else, I would know, but Booty Bay, I get lost.
Oh, dude, I was actually like
What's
quaking
on your
for you
mind?
when I was watching you play through Final Fantasy, because then I started playing it and I'm like, holy fuck, it's easy to get lost in this game, man. Okay, Stormwind.
Off with you.
I was like, I was lost myself, and I couldn't figure out what the map button was because I must have pressed the keyboard when it was explaining the map to me, because it told me the N key is how you open the map, even though I was using the controller.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what the fuck is the button on the controller? So I was just like spamming like every button on the controller until I finally opened.
Well, yeah, and yeah, that actually happened to me. Like, I couldn't find the map button for a couple episodes there, and
Yeah. I don't know how the hell you would play that game without a controller, though.
yeah,
Like,
you couldn't.
I don't. Like, I don't. I have to maybe try it because I don't know. Seems like it
Maybe
would be very-
maybe that's your challenge for that game is to play it with keyboard and mouse.
No, that's not interesting to me. I've already added like a ton of mods. I'm still seeking the correct option. I don't want to put too much challenge. Like, I don't want to tune everything that I'm doing now to be really hard, because then I worry that the stuff you're struggling with is just gonna be fucking insane. So I think all I did was like, I think it was like a 60% health increase to every enemy. I can't even remember all the stuff, but yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I was experimenting with.
I guess New Game Plus is also harder. Like,
yeah,
there's
so
a
I
new-
kind of
another
just,
different
I wish I
link for
could
that.
just start there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think what I would do, the thing about New Game Plus is the items that you got from New Game don't come from New Game Plus. And it's just like that in Dark Souls too, to be fair. So it's like if I did choose, like if I modded the game so you can just start there, you'd just kind of be fucked because you wouldn't be getting anything you need. So I don't know. I like the concept, but I honestly don't know if I would. I don't know. We'll see. It's not WoW. I don't plan on farming levels and shit like people are saying they're gonna do. So, like, it was funny because like I was reading about this and it's like, oh yeah, if you do chapter 6 or something like that over and over again, it's the fastest way to gain experience. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. Why the fuck would you do that? So, not this. That's the wrong kind of game. I feel like. Something else I've noticed though, between you and me playing, it's like, do you block at all? Like, do you feel like you block much?
I don't block at all. I
You
think
just
I think that's
roll.
probably I use roll to try and get out of the way, and
Yeah, and so I don't think it looks like that is a good idea, but I don't think that works very well. Like, roll is not. This isn't Dark Souls. Like in other games, and Dark Souls made it famous. I think when you roll, it's like they call it an invincibility frame. So in Dark Souls, when you roll, you cannot be hit. You cannot take damage while rolling. But that is not the case in this game. So rolling is basically just like a slight speed increase, I think is the way to use it.
Yeah.
So it's actually so Sai says dodge is always BIS, block has DR mechanics. And you're right, but dodging with the roll is not actually, doesn't actually work. Like, you have to move out of mechanics, and if they're gonna hit you, like I noticed this on the Shiva battle.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, is trying to get out of the
You're
mechanic.
trying to use it to get out of it, but it's still hitting you over and over again. So that is when you block instead.
No. And then there's that one on the snake on the ground one is where you should be rolling to get out of it.
Okay. Anyway, Fun Times asks which game we're talking about. Final Fantasy VII Remake, which cop just picked up. I didn't even realize it just came out in December on PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been playing it, and I got so interested in it that I picked it up too. Anyway, it says we need 15 silk cloth. Do you have that?
I have 20 in my inventory.
I only have 2, so I guess
I always check the auction house if I...
maybe. I doubt there's anything on this auction house. I imagine there's no other players on this realm now, honestly.
I mean, I have a ton on my other tune I could always send over, but it would take an hour.
Yeah, 0. I don't know what we need it for. It just says make sure you have 15 silk cloth in your inventory before starting the next segment, and I assume that's, they're telling us that just so we can buy it from the auction house if we don't have it.
Do you want me to quickly send... let me just check, because I have 23. Do you want me to just send some over?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah, if you're sure you have some, yeah.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll just
an hour
swap
in classic is not really anything crazy. Side was there a discount recently? That's yeah, it's a very expensive game. That's the one thing I don't like about it. But no, I mean, it just came out literally less than 2 months ago. So that's so something that people will try to say, and it's true technically, but they're gonna say like you're getting 2 games, which is just not true. What you're getting is like a small DLC and then a slightly revamped first game. It's basically like if I don't even know how to describe it. It's like if like you had to pay for WoW for a season. You know, like if like when season 3 started, you had to pay for WoW again. That would basically be the equivalent in this case. So it's a bit much, but it's whatever. I mean, it's honestly an insanely good game. Like they did. I don't even know how the fuck they have this much voice acting in this one game. It's insane. I've never seen a game have like it's wild. You walk by characters that just talk, and they're just there to talk to like make it feel like you're in a world, and then you change, like you pick up a new quest or whatever, and they talk about something different, and then you finish the quest, and then they talk about you finishing the quest, and then you pick up another quest, and they talk about that. It's insane, and there's hundreds and hundreds of people all saying different things. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, they must have spent like millions of hours getting all these voice acting things recorded. Like I can't even imagine this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the original Final Fantasy VII literally doesn't even have any voice acting. You know what I mean? It's just reading. You all have to read it. So it's like, it's crazy. I mean, that alone is insane.
According to my add-on, I have some in the bank on this tune, so I'm gonna check that really quick.
Oh, on this
just
tune?
in case. Yeah. So I might actually.
Well, that's
have
what I
one
was
for
asking.
you.
I figured you had some, yeah, because you got all kinds of shit in your bank.
Oh yeah. I got. I'll give you a full stack. No worries.
Okay, cool. I never noticed this picture. Look at this picture.
That's neat.
Strange.
There you go.
Thanks a lot, cop.
No worries, buddy.
Okay, set your Hearthstone to Stormwind.
Can do that. Theo says, hi, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Hugs, guys. Have a great stream.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Theo.
Hope you
Super
find
Bowl,
someone.
that's today. Okay,
Be
set your
careful.
hearth. That's awesome that they cared to breathe that much life into an older, loved game. Age 2 feels like that with the new DLC coming. Yeah, honestly, Age of Empires is probably not far off from the Final Fantasy VII situation. But I mean, this is actually a whole new game. Like it's completely different. Like the story, the combat, everything is completely different. So it's basically just a whole new game. It's not even. It's really, other than the characters, like it's barely even the same. Like yeah. Anyway,
Train?
oh, I guess so. It doesn't ever recommend us to train for some reason. Well, you're 50. I guess it was definitely a good idea for you to train, yeah.
That's why I was thinking about it, honestly. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Sai says, Boomer take incoming, but they don't make them like they used to. Just remaster them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's almost like a slam dunk. Like, I really don't think any company can make a game as good as Final Fantasy VII Remake right now. Like, I really don't. It's weird to say, but like, it's a combination of an insanely good game originally. It's like think about this, if Blizzard remastered Classic. I honestly think that maybe is the other good example, because it's like Final Fantasy VII is one of the best games ever, right? It's one of the most lauded games ever, and I think like WoW is too, you know. So it's like if they ever did something like that with WoW, like where they completely remaster something about it, like I don't know, it could be the same way. Like imagine if they well, I don't think people would actually like this. Is the problem, but if they like added voice acting to every single quest in Classic and to make like a whole new game and all new graphics and all updated world and stuff, you know, that would be basically the equivalent here. Alright, I don't even... Okay, Holy Light rank 6. I need that real bad. And rank 7. 2 ranks I didn't have. That's funny. Ret Ore. Do we have a new Ret Ore? Yeah, rank 4. Let's see. Look at me when I'm buying. That's it. Did you get anything worthwhile at 50?
Be careful.
Yeah, I got like another flashlight. I got another. Let's see, Holy Light. I'm rank 7 now. I got Holy Wrath.
Oh, Holy Wrath.
That's
The
useful.
50 spell. Yeah, that's useless. Charles, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Glad to see you.
I got another rank of Lay on Hands. Oh no, wait, that's the same rank. Never mind.
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
Go.
I love Mythic Plus, Mythic Raid, more immersive leveling, more dungeons in all 3 of the classic trilogy. Yeah, that'd be cool, yeah. Oh, this must have something to do with Love is in the Air, because there's the same picture here as well. I was going to say, I've never seen that there before. Alright. Turn in Rhapsody's Tale, that's over in the Dwarven District.
Take a Devo aura.
I always do this wrong. It's over here. I always make that mistake. You'd think I would learn from the N'Zoth, Visions of N'Zoth.
Yeah.
The Dwarven District, or those fucking gnomes. N'Zoth's taking over the Dwarven District. Alright, anyway.
Bombs and everything, yeah.
That place sucks, man.
Agreed.
Hi.
At long last, you have returned, Gidwin. It's been quite some time since we last spoke. I thought perhaps you had forgotten about my quest. You're right, it has been. Did you locate that wily griffin rider? Did he have anything to report? Rhapsody Shindigger. That's right. How could I forget such a name? So, he knew about the sinking of the temple all along? Well, that certainly would have saved you some legwork. But this Atalai artifact, why, it's quite a find. And then this is the quest to go back in there and it gives this really good quest. We'll read it, but we're not going to do it, obviously. According to legend, the Temple of Atalakar is a holy shrine dedicated to the ancient god, Hakar the Soul Flayer. Maintained by a vicious tribe of trolls named the Atalai, the temple is rumored to be impenetrable. Now sunk beneath the pool of tears, retrieving artifacts from the temple is even more difficult. But that's what I need you to do, Gidwin. Aid me by gathering the intact Atalai tablets. Bring them to me, and I will return to the Explorers Guild a hero. Together we will share this glory.
Safe travels.
I won't do that for you, sorry, buddy. I refuse. Alright, off to Stormwind. Or Ironforge, then.
You don't do the trick with the thing.
Oh, you're right about that, cop.
You're just logging all over the place.
Provided it's still possible. I mean, maybe they patched it.
Who knows?
There was a patch.
Was indeed.
Just barely made it.
I didn't think I was gonna make it.
I was worried, actually, yeah. Alright, log out. No. You alright?
Yep. I'm just waiting to
What was
log
that
out.
noise? What's that noise?
Oh, that was my beverage.
Oh, okay. It sounded like something broke. It sounded like something snapped.
No, just the bottle snapping back as
I
like
get
to
it.
open.
Are you guys exploiting? I guess so, yeah. Anyway, Charles asks, would you ever consider teaming up with known players and trying to push a key to 25 plus? Nah, not really. I just don't really care enough. If there was people that I knew who, like, were of the same mind as me that wanted to do that, maybe. But I don't really know anybody like that either, so. Okay, flying to Searing Gorge. I assume we have the flight path? I don't think we do.
went there.
I don't think we did. I don't know when the hell we would have been there. So we're
Well,
probably
let's
not
see.
flying there, but we'll fly to Lochmadon instead and run there.
Well, at the very least, we got Burning Steps. Or,
How are you?
Blast Land. Or, no, you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, no, we do. Thorium Point, okay.
Be good.
Seismical says, I'm on the phone with Mr. Yabara, GG. Alright. I'll tell him I said what's up. I fucking ran in.
Badlands. I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say Badlands.
There's no flight path in Badlands for Alliance.
Oh, that's right.
I ran into my car door yesterday when I was leaving Joe's house. 'Cause I tried to, there's like a bunch of snow. And I tried to open the door and it like recoiled as I was walking to get into it, and I just slammed my arm into the side of it, and it's like, God, my arm hurts really bad. If it was sharp at all, I probably would have cut my arm off. Like, that's how hard I hit it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I wonder if you had like a hairline fracture or something. That sounds like you could have.
Yeah, maybe. It's just mostly the muscle, I feel like. It doesn't hurt the bone or anything. Anyway, he says he's a big fan of your stream. It's how we got acquainted. Oh, cool. Jamie Flynn, what's up, my friend? How you doing? He's laughing, I think, at my misfortune. But haha, I don't blame you, because that is funny. Okay, we're back in the zone. Talk to Hansel Heavy Hands. Curse these fat fingers.
How are you?
Unfortunately, I can't dish out the beats like I used to, due to this here fat finger problem. You see, the climate out here combined with the lack of air pressure makes me fingers expand. They're like gigantic Thalsamar blood sausages, they are. You're gonna have to carry out me orders of business and what have ye. First on me agenda, pounding the living daylight out of the heavy war golems o' the gorge. Get crackin'.
Be good.
And also picking
Here
up
there.
Fiery Menace. Wouldn't you know it, every time old Hansel wants to take a moment to relax and reflect upon his life, the powers that be give him another job. Me gots to think, come on, you know what I be saying, come on. So, these here greater lava spiders are causing a ruckus of some sort. Oil Fist says they shoot fire out there. Well, yeah, such things upset the children. I guess we got to kill him. Rather, ye gots to kill him.
Watch your back.
Okay. Click on the wanted board over here. Both quests. Oh no, there's 3. Okay, so stolen, smithing Turi, and lookout spyglass. The following items have been stolen. 1 dark iron. I've never seen that word before. Literally never seen that. What the fuck word is that? Dark iron. Tyuri. 1 lookout's spyglass. A reward is being offered to individuals who find and return those pilfered items. The Thorian Brotherhood is certain that these items were stolen by unscrupulous and jealous dark iron dwarves that inhabit the Searing Gorge. The spyglass in question was an excellent tool for the lookouts, and the Tyuri was an irreplaceable smithing tool. You should find the missing items, return them to Scrange. And job opportunity, culling the competition. Taskmaster Scrange is looking for a few good men and women to help cull the competition in the Searing Gorge. If you are interested in this position, venture out into the Searing Gorge and slaughter every Dark Iron Taskmaster and Dark Iron Slaver that you see. Return to Taskmaster Strange when your clothes are bloody enough. You'll know that when they're bloody enough, so don't ask. Sorry. And then Divine Retribution is... Oh, down there, yeah. Is that right? I think so. Alright, down here. Kill a lava spider that's just sitting here, waiting to be killed. And Seismical says, curse these fat fingers. Yeah, I don't even understand that. Does that actually happen? Is that a real thing?
I don't know. I would assume it does. So. Who knows?
Wait, what were we supposed to... Oh, we just killed him. Straight up killed him. Okay.
Yeah, kill us. Yeah.
Okay, this is a cool questline if you've never done it.
I have done it.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. It is
like
quite
a
cool.
Black Dragon or something.
Yeah.
Vengeance shall be mine. Hear my tale, adventurer. Listen as Verilok Windblade tells his story.
Have a good one. Greetings.
Tell me, what drives this vengeance? My father was slain by the filth that inhabit this cauldron. My pleas for assistance to the Stormwind Magistrate fell on deaf ears. Nay, they want not to admit that this part of the world even exists, let alone send their precious military in to administer justice. I seek vengeance, dwarf, plain and simple. Is there a more passionate cause in this world? As you can see, I am not one man with a lumbering oaf of a squire. I am but one man. The might of the Dark Iron Dwarves and beasts held in the grip of Ragnaros would surely overwhelm me alone. But I have the utmost confidence that such a brave and ambitious adventurer such as you would have no problem handling the denizens of the cauldron. Should you choose to assist me, I shall reward you with riches and wealth beyond your wildest dreams.
See you around. What are you looking for?
Have you heard enough? Are you prepared to act? You have made the right decision, Gidwin. We must strike where we will do the most damage, the 4 sentry towers. With the 4 towers in flames, we can initiate an offensive before they have time to react. You will need the proper tool to set the towers ablaze. To make the tool requires some materials. Bring me 4 hearts of flame and 4 golem oils, and I shall craft the torch of flawless flame. The golems and elementals in these lands should be your first target.
Be careful.
Oh god, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, kill any type of dark iron dwarf looking for Grimsilt outhouse key. Do something else about flame elementals looking for heart of flame and golem oil. So not these, basically, don't kill these. Kill lava spiders along the western edge of the map. And then kill steam smiths around the cauldron. Okay. There's SLB. There's a Simpson episode where Homer gains all kinds of weight to go on disability. He always wore a muumuu and couldn't dial the phone with his fat fingers. Oh, interesting. I just meant, like, the character said, like, the climate caused his fingers to expand. Is that a real thing? Has that actually happened? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if the climate could ever cause it, but I do get the reference.
Oh, it was a reference the whole time?
I think it must have been a Simpsons reference.
Oh, okay. It makes sense, of course. We're talking about WoW after all. Figure out where it wants us to even be right now. I can't even I think we gotta go do the outhouse quest still.
Okay.
Can't fucking see because our party frames are blocking it again. I think it's basically just like kill mobs along the way.
Yeah, there's like a bajillion different kill mob quests that we've got.
Yeah,
so.
this is actually a really good zone for this. Not a lot of quests in this zone, but they are good. Oh, finally, a real holy light. Holy fuck, okay, thank God.
Especially good because the quests are like, kill 20 of this thing.
Well, and some of them give like multiple, yeah, there's like multiple value. Like we're killing golems for the golems and also the golem oil. There's a golem oil. I don't really get why the Thorium Brotherhood turned down the regular Dark Iron Dwarves, so like what's up with that, do you know?
I have no idea. I didn't even think the Thorium Brotherhood was Dark Irons.
Oh yeah? Certainly looks like
I always thought they were just regular dwarves.
Huh. I mean, the guy we took the quest from, pretty much, he was like all black and red, right?
Huh. I never paid enough attention. I never, like, scrolled in to look.
Sides asks, you ever figure out how to use your old PC to stream off? Stream off. I did, yeah. When I first set this computer up, I pretty much like heavily relied on my old PC. And if you want me to explain how, I can quickly. Basically, I just set it up to, I use this program, I don't even know what it's called right now. I guess let me just look real quick. It's called Parsec, yeah, that's it. And it's like a pretty, whoa, what the fuck is this? Okay, let's not go that way.
Go around those guys, yeah.
Anyway, it's called Parsec, and it's like a pretty high quality like screen sharing program, I'd say. And we don't want to be down here though. Anyway, it's a pretty high quality screen sharing program. So basically, what I would do is, since both are connected to the internet, I would just you know, connect through my internet and have like one screen viewing the other one, and then you could also like transfer files over that way too. So that's how I got all my files off my original PC, and I still have, there's still files on that PC that, like, I just recently got the Dark Souls 3 files, the mod files off that PC a while back. So there's a trick though, because if you don't have a monitor plugged in, then the computer won't start. So I had to buy this like adapter that tricks the PC into thinking there's a monitor plugged in. But other than that, yeah, that's it. I don't know if what we're doing is, I don't understand, because it says to kill any Dark Iron Dwarf for the key, but I don't. Maybe we were supposed to have picked this quest up already. I think that might actually be the case. Let's quickly go and get that quest. Ooh, there's Consecrate.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Looking like a real pally. I use that program to, like, I can, like, my laptop, I can basically do anything on my main computer on that laptop, and it works really well. I haven't tried Final Fantasy VII yet. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. Dude, that game is using, like, no resources for me. Like, it's not even, like, 2% of my GPU is being used. So I think something might be wrong on your end in terms of maybe a setting or something, but... Yeah, it's like, I checked it out that first day, and I'm like, yeah, it's not even... It's like WoW is using like 5 times more resources than that game.
Yeah, like I had the same experience when I wasn't streaming it. Then as soon as I started streaming, it, like,
interesting. Yeah,
like,
so that's a big difference then. Seismical says that sucks. I'll have to remember that. Parsec for the file transfer. I'm buying a new PC soon. Is why I asked? Question mark. Yeah, I guess so. Mine's fried. Gotcha. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you did it with Parsec. I can't remember, but anyway, yeah, you can basically just like, yeah, it's like I can use my other PC. Like I don't have any reason to do it, but I could keep that on and use that as the second PC constantly if I ever wanted to.
Yeah.
There's just not really a reason for me to do it, but yeah.
So use a KVM switch too. So that way you can.
Yeah, that's what I was originally gonna do. Yeah, but then I found out that this was just, I mean, just cheap, like as fuck. Like the adapter's like $5, and that's all I needed. Everything else I already had. The Switch was like, they ranged like up to $100 or something. So. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. Grime Silt Outhouse key. Let me look at what this is for. Grime Silt Outhouse key. It might just be something that we just don't have. Starts the key to freedom. Oh, okay. It's a quest. It's not a fucking quest reward. It's a quest. Okay, well, we'll come back to this. Interesting. I didn't realize that.
Got to be like the breadcrumb that takes us to that outhouse.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Very ominous music in this zone.
I agree. It's a feeder quest to that. Yeah, I didn't realize that. It's funny. Oh, Faxi asks, do you guys feel the experience buff from the patch? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, one way or the other, it's a big buff. It's not as big. It sounds like when you say like 100% experience, it sounds like it's gonna make like things crazy, but it doesn't. It's not actually that crazy, to be honest. Like, it's still, you know, pretty damn slow. But let's put it this way: you remember watching that episode from last Thursday, I guess it would have been, where we were in Hinterlands. We played for over 6 hours, and I barely got 2 levels. Like, I had to fucking fight for that last level. And then the last episode we played this Thursday that just passed, we barely played for 5 hours, and we had well over 2 levels. So that's the difference. Like, significantly, it's going to cut down a lot of time per level. But it's not going to be like, you know, like I played on private servers where basically you do 3 quests and you ding. You know, that's not gonna happen here. It's not that crazy.
Yeah.
You know, private servers there'd be like, it could be like 8x, like 8 times experience, and that'd be from everything. So you'd literally basically do like, it'd be like less than 1 day played to 60 on those servers.
Wow.
You basically just go and do like the most like useful kill quests that you could find in the zone, and by the time you finish like 2 or 3 of them, you'd be dinged in that. You'd not even be dinged, but you'd be done with the zone, is what I mean. Like, you'd level like 4 or 5 times from 3 or 4 quests, and then you'd move on.
Yeah, I think one of the TBC servers we originally were going to play on for private servers was 12 times or something stupid like that.
Yeah, that was the same. That's the Phoenix realm that I used to play on for Classic. They made a TBC server, and I was like, oh yeah, we can. I think I remember convincing you and a few other people to play there, but I don't think you guys ever did.
I started. It was a very janky leveling experience, so I had trouble getting into it.
Oh yeah, just because of how fast it was. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, you do 1 quest and be done with the zone.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of breaks the immersion at that point, huh? Even though it's like I don't know, like I always battle this. It's like I want to level fast and I want to get to 60, but it has to be the right pace. It feels like even it's like I always say this all the time. It's like I would be happy to start at 60. Ooh, rare. I'd be happy to start at 60 naked. But like then I sit there and think about what that would mean, and it'd be like I might as well just quest then. You know, I might as well just level normally, because you'd have to. Yeah. Even at naked, you'd have to like go and do a bunch of shit before you can actually play the game still, you know? It's like, might as well level.
Yeah. Hey, might as well level. That's not bad. It's still male, but it's not bad.
Not a badgie, yeah. No thanks. Leveling is the content. Yeah, I almost got my 470 on TVC. Nice, that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I feel the same way about Classic for sure. Like, the leveling is just fucking spectacular. I do think, though, if I did multiple characters in a short succession, it would get pretty boring. I'm having a lot of fun reliving some of these quests and exploring some of these zones, honestly, for the first time. Especially because so much of the time spent on Classic was usually just grinding. I never really did a lot of quests. Yeah. So it's fun. But, like, if I did the same, you know, if I did another character, I think what I'm trying to say is there's just not enough quests in Classic for there to be a vastly different route every time you level a character, like there could be in Live WoW. Like, in Live WoW, you can literally level 10 characters and never do the same quest twice on any of them. So, yeah, I mean, that's obviously not the case in Classic. We're going to do this quest that we're doing right now on every single character we level, you know, like there's just no way you can not do Searing Gorge, I think. Unless you want to just grind.
Yeah, I think even on my TBC Rogue, I did this zone just because.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get into the 50s, it starts to become very, there's not a lot of options, let's put it that way. Yeah. Unless you want to not do quest period, you're pretty much going to, every character's going to do the same questing path. Right, the sheer number of quests you need, same route every time. Yep, yeah. Which is, I mean, not bad the first time through because you get to see an immense volume of content, but you do that 3 or 4 times, probably. I would probably feel differently about it at that point. That's why I hope that they can just someday add this all back into the game, because I'd love to just sightsee it every once in a while, you know?
Yep. Hey, Steven. Thanks for copping by the stream. Says the legend still stands, indeed.
Wow, who's that?
I'm assuming he means me.
He probably means Sam Ryder yesterday at the 16th hole in Phoenix Open.
That does sound like a legend.
Yeah, that guy is now a legend, 100%. The funniest thing too is, like, I don't know if his first reaction looked like he was upset because they were throwing beer cans at him basically, and he was like, he looked like upset. He's like, well, why do you hate me, basically? But then I think he started to realize that it was out of good spirit, you know. But I think the unsung hero here is the guy who had to hit after him, because that guy hit, and then he had teammates, and he had people who were in his group that had to hit still, right? So it probably took like 20 minutes to clear off all those beer cans and bottles and shit, and then that guy has to come up and hit after this guy just had a hole-in-one at the most raucous fucking place on the planet, you know? It's like, oh boy, that's dangerous. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I'm withdrawing from the tournament. That's why I would probably just withdraw at that point. Fuck this.
Those monkeys who went on the Ed Sullivan show after the Beatles.
What'd you call them?
They were like circus chimps that went on and...
Dude, what the fuck, dude? Please, we're streaming. You can't be racist like that.
They were legit, literal circus chimps.
Oh, boy. Not trying to get wrapped up in this controversy, man. I don't know.
Just gonna put my head in my hand while we kill this spider.
Well, yeah, me too. Hopefully we're not breaking any records viewership-wise here, because there's gonna be some problems, I think.
Yeah, I'll get hashtag canceled. I can see it now.
Can you? Man, this Heart of Flame. This is actually... Oh no, Heart of Fire is something else entirely. I was gonna say, this is actually a reagent that you need for crafting gear, but no, Heart of Flame is something else. I guess the spiders will be the quest we finish first.
Fine by me. The less of this that we have to do, the better.
Yeah, these guys aren't your favorite, huh?
Yeah.
They look good though, don't they? The red spider, it's kind of cool.
It's a very evil model.
There's a rock hilly. I really like this. I really wish you can customize your rock hilly on live. I love this color scheme for this rock hilly, man. This is such a good one.
It really is. I like it's dark.
The bright red bracers and the dark, black and gray. It's like just so fucking cool. The gray, like the brown rock is like kind of boring at this point. I'm ready for a refresh on that one.
Yeah, that should be a glyph.
I think
10.0,
so. Yeah.
Make it a glyph. Do it.
That would be something that doesn't seem like a lot of work, right? Like just make a bunch more glyphs. There's not a lot in the game, honestly.
That's where cosmetic changes like that belong, honestly.
Yeah, totally. I hope that they will do a blue D&D glyph. That'd be nice. If I can have the Night Fae D&D still, that'd be my preference.
Oh, yeah, totally. Blue D&D is greater than red D&D.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, the new D&D, I don't really like it at all. Like, I think I like the original one more than the new one. The Legion one, they made the change to that. It's like, it just doesn't really look like Death and Decay anymore. It's like, it looks like a completely different spell now. So if we're leaning into it not looking like Death and Decay anymore, we might as well just go for the blue one.
Yeah.
Completely different look to it.
Of course, that opens up the the possibility of using a one to make it look like the old one.
That I don't think they would ever do, because I'm sure there's something to do with files. Like, I mean, that's why they originally said they were going to allow you to use the old character models too, and then they realized like they just can't do that. Like it's, so I don't think they can allow you to use like old, like lower quality spell stuff. Like, once they change
Did it with the Ghost Wolf.
Did they?
You don't like in the Ghost Book. You can still look like the ghostly Ghost Wolf instead of the.
Well, it looks like the modern Ghost Wolf with a different color scheme on it.
Does it?
Yeah, of course. They're making it look like a fucking wolf from 2004, right? It's just a blue Ghost Wolf instead of the gray one that everybody else has. It's like not enough spiders. It's great. There's some more here.
Well, the ones right by the actual quest hub are work as well.
It's only like 2 or 3 there, though.
Yeah.
See this article Wowhard posted yesterday about this stone soup?
Yes.
That's interesting looking. I've never seen something like that before. I don't think anybody
Yeah,
will do
well,
it, but it's cool.
I just want to. I mean, if it's not a better buff, I don't see anybody doing it. So.
Yeah, that's the sad part. But it's kind of important that it's not, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I like the concept, though, regardless. That's the problem with the game, unfortunately. Like, and I can totally understand why in this case, but like people are gonna chase power to every possible angle, so they're gonna ruin bad ideas, or they're gonna make good ideas look bad.
Yeah.
God, those golems don't drop anything, man. It's crazy. This is gonna be a long day in the zone, I think.
Yeah. It's always very grindy. I've always felt like a very grindy zone, but.
Did it?
But at the same time, it's just so good experience-wise.
Yeah, it's very small too. Very small zone. Traveling from one side to the other takes like very few minutes. And this will be it for the spiders.
We need one more after this one.
Yep. And he's over there.
Oh yeah, I see him.
My arm hurts so bad. It's fucking weird. Every time I touch it, I'm like, ah. Good thing I'm not golfing right now, because this would be hard to golf with this.
Yeah. Mom had a similar thing happen a few months ago where she was walking out of an elevator and the elevator door just kind of crashed into her arm.
Oh, wow. That's scary.
It was black and blue by the end of the day.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing about this is there's no even physical mark on my arm. Like, I don't know how the hell it hurts this bad, but there's not even any type of mark on my arm.
I wonder if it didn't, like...
Maybe I did break the bone or something.
Yeah. Or a deep bone bruise or something like that.
Yeah.
It's still hurting in a couple of days. Maybe go see a doctor.
I just don't know how I would tell. Yeah, like I need an x-ray, right? Because it's like, it doesn't, like I can move it. It's like perfectly movable. Yeah. It's not like I've lost mobility somehow in the arm.
Yeah, even if it was a hairline fracture, they wouldn't do much with it anyway. So.
Oh really? Okay, well that's good news at least.
I wouldn't think anyway. What are they going to do? Put a cast on it for something that's not restricting mobility?
That would be ironic, right?
Yeah.
Now, in original Classic, I had a big issue in this zone. These steamsmiths drop a pattern or something like that that people need. And there was a guy here who was like level 60 and he was like super griefing me basically. There's very few of these steamsmiths in this zone. And any one of them you can find is like, it takes a while to get this quest done. And this guy was like, I can't even remember what he was doing, but he was like super mad that I was doing the quest. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking leveling. You're grinding a pattern. Like, who do you think is, you know what I mean? Like, this is so silly that you think I'm fucking you. Like, I'm trying to gain experience. There's a quest for me to kill these mobs. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm stealing your mobs, dude. You can, if a pattern drops, I'll give it to you. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. I can't, that was like, it was just so hard to play Classic, man. It's such a shame.
Yeah, people are just...
They just ruined it for me, man. Like, every single person I came in contact with just made the game less and less fun.
People have such a narrow focus when it comes to this kind of thing. It's...
Yeah, so like self-centered.
Yeah. If the pattern drops, I'll give it to you, buddy.
I don't even know what it is.
Nor do I.
I don't even know if it's a pattern. I just remember this guy is like level 60 mage. It's like bitching up a storm. It's like, I'm gonna have Horde come here and kill you. I was like, wow, I'm on a PvE server, dude. Like, what are you talking about? It's like so bizarre, man. This guy was like so upset.
I'm just a little 12-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Grimehouse key.
Oh, you got it? Nice.
Yep.
I don't think I did.
Well, since we all know that I would never do a quest without you, I will not even start it.
It was probably Latsu. I'll have a word with them. Yeah, I mean, maybe, actually.
It was.
Even he's not this stupid.
Yeah, it's true.
What?
Maybe that's where all the toxic players from Alliance went, was to Classic. That's why there's none
Alliance,
there now.
Alliance is the Horde equivalent on Classic, so that's why that happened, to be honest.
I suppose it helps if I'm not literally standing in fire.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, there's an outhouse key there for you.
Nice. The small brass key looks simple enough. The only thing that seems to make it stand out are some words scratched into the head of it. Dark iron outhosts. Do not duplicate. You have no idea what it means or what it will lead to. Correct. You have 0 of these still, huh? Fuck. It'll be a while.
I have 2 Heart of Flame and 0 oil.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, you have 2 Heart of Fame? Oh my god, it's me who has 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's going to take a while. So about 9.2, I really don't have anywhere to go or a lot of aspirations other than I want to play. I bet a lot of other players feel this way. Gotcha. What is Cop gonna do? Yeah, Cop is playing with me on Alliance. Yeah. I don't know. What are your plans? Have you thought about it in terms of like, your other character?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna continue to use my 5 horde characters to do callings and stuff and generate gold.
Yeah.
Just try to keep them up as much as possible, and maybe I'll look at gearing them up through 5-mans and 9.2.5. I don't know.
Faxi said, "Do me a favor and tell Cop the Venthyr order hall still sucks." Favor completed.
Ooh, I got an oil.
Wow. What are you gonna do with it? Make a salad?
That's golem oil. I don't think it'll make a good salad.
Yeah, you never know.
Don't fall down the pit. Don't fall down the pit.
No, I'm not even close to it. I was already past it when you were bringing it up.
I know. More talking to myself.
Yeah.
Nichols says he's pretty sure that the hole will lead to poop.
What happened? Who said that?
Michael Taylor here on my stream says he's pretty sure the hole is going to lead to poop.
No, I don't think so. That's something else. That's a different thing.
Or maybe he means the key.
Oh, the key. Yeah. Definitely the
Yeah.
case. Considering it's an outhouse key.
Your order hall sucks.
It does, honestly.
Does not. There are no happy tree friends or, stags wandering through my bedroom.
Yeah, that's why it sucks. I mean, how could you even say that? It's the only fucking order hall that has 2 levels as well. That's the thing that really sucks about it.
You got a basement in your order hall.
Nope. I mean, it's all 1 level, basically. There's like a little recess, but you don't have to constantly go up and down through some stupid portal. I don't know why they didn't just put that mirror in the middle of the fucking room that you spend so much time in.
Yeah,
to, like, walk
that
well
I
out of
will
the
say
room.
that.
Yeah.
That should have been in there, but. You don't have any cool vampires or bats in your order hall.
Nope. Don't want them. I kind of feel like bats to how you feel like spiders. Like, I really don't like... I don't, like, fear them, but I just, like... They are gross as fuck, dude. Like, I want nothing to do with a bat. Like, I guess I am the Batman equivalent.
You are the Batman.
Yeah. I cannot wait for that though, man. I honestly cannot. Did we talk about this?
Yes, we talked a little bit about it because I was confused about it in the Flash movie.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. Like, I haven't been to a film in a theater since Ponyo. That was the last fucking film I saw in a theater, so it'd be like probably 2010. But I don't know. Don't know if I would go. Like, I mean, I don't know anybody who would go, so I have to go myself. It's awkward. It'd probably be like packed too, right? So I'd probably have to sit by a bunch of people and shit.
I went to Avengers Endgame. That was the last movie I went to, and before that, I can't even remember the last movie I went to in a theater. So
yeah, just doesn't strike me as something I want to do. Like, not necessarily like worried about getting sick, but it's still on the radar. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not really something I'm excited about.
When I did that, there was no pandemic, and I went at like 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning, so I could. It wasn't overly crowded.
So he said, dude, they're just cave birds. Be nice. We love them. Yeah, they just like really, if you ever watch like a bat like interact with a human, it's like kind of weird. It's like, wait, what did you call them? Cave birds. They're almost like cave rats. It's what I would like. They're flying rats is what they look like to me. Like
they are rodents. They're flying rodents.
Yeah. And that is something I cannot deal with.
I had a pet hamster as a child. They don't bother me at all, rodents.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't necessarily mean rodents. I just mean flying rodents.
I get you. I understand.
Oh, what's this guy doing? Guy's in a rush. We were gonna come for you anyway, buddy. You don't need to rush through it.
Something can't wait to die, as the saying goes.
Yeah, they always say that, don't they?
We need one more Heart of Flame. Keep an eye out if any golem oil drops for me.
Oh yeah. What do you mean?
No, I don't think I can trade anyway because
No,
it is a quest item.
It's a quest item, yeah. Faxi says, my brothers and I go to the movies pretty often. We don't get a ton of time to hang out, but that's one thing we always do. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we don't need to kill these things. Yeah, I just generally don't know anybody who I would see that film with. Oh, actually, I know one guy, but I don't think he's gonna go to film with me. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I'm scared how much interest I have in that film. Actually, it makes me worry about. I really hope it's not gonna be disappointing to me. I think I think I might be disappointed by it.
I hope you're not.
Yeah, me too. It's just like I really love the original Batman films, and I had no expectation to love them. You know, like I just saw them, and they're like, "Wow, these are excellent." And so now I have expectation to love them. You know.
Yeah. It's interesting because that's exactly how I felt and still feel about the Dune movie because I still haven't seen it, and I'm like, I'm scared that it's going to, it's not going to be good, and I'm going to hate it.
Well, I don't think you're gonna have that issue. That film is just like a fucking masterpiece of music. Like, it's probably the best musical score I've ever heard for any film before. Which is saying something. It's pretty nuts. So they just did an immense amount of work with like ambient sounds and shit. It's crazy. Things that are like really like I'll never forget like that. There's a scene where they're like flying over the city. And it's like the noises that are coming out of that fucking film at that point, I'm like, dude, I'm like legitimately scared. Like, what's happening? Like, it doesn't seem like a time when noises like that should be being played either. So it's like really off-putting. It's like, wait, isn't this supposed to be a fun time in the movie? Like, this just should be a celebratory moment. But it's like you just can't help but shake the feeling that something really fucking bad is about to happen. It's crazy how well they use the music in that film.
Nice.
Besides that, is the Warcraft movie good? Yeah, I actually have never seen it. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. You have to go into it knowing that it's not gonna conform to the lore that you know, because it's essentially a different timeline.
Yeah, even if you are familiar with Warcraft 1's storyline, it's not really anything related to it, really.
Yeah.
But I know a guy who like loved it. Like, it's one of his favorite films ever, and he doesn't even know what World of Warcraft is, or Warcraft in general is. So that's the only reason I even, like, when it came out, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this. But then when he was like, oh my god, I watched this film this weekend, I think you'd like it. It's called Warcraft. Did you ever hear of it? I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like, I mean, it was like, I laughed at it for like 10 minutes. And he was like, oh my god, I fucking love this film. And he like watched it like 2 more times after that. And he's like, dude, one of my favorite characters is this Gul'dan character. Do you know this character? I'm like, and at the time we're raiding Nighthold, I'm like, yeah, I know Gul'dan. Yeah. Yeah,
he's the guy cop can't tell his front from his back. Okay.
That's the one, yeah. Hey, he loved it.
Nice.
He like, I mean, I think he would actually love WoW. Like, I don't know, maybe he wouldn't like the game itself, but the storylines, he seems to really like. He's like a big fan of orcs. He's like, oh, I love how they portrayed orcs. Like in Lord of the Rings, orcs are like these like brutish, like monstrous creatures that can barely communicate, and they don't seem to have any structure about their society. But in this, like, orcs are like civilized, and they have nuanced opinions, and there's different, you know, some are more aggressive and some aren't. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's cool. Like, that's kind of unique, right? I don't know if other fantasy does stuff like that, but
yeah, I that's the thing. I don't think a lot of fantasy treats orcs as a society. Like, they treat them as, okay, these are our bad guys, so we're just gonna make them brutish and not intelligent. And
we do movie night now, so I know which movie is next. Sweet, yeah, that's a good one, honestly. I mean, I've never actually seen it, but he seems to love it. So I like to believe that if anybody who doesn't know anything about the Warcraft universe can love that film, then it is a good film. It's just all the people who said they hated it, it's because they went into it thinking it was going to be some WoW movie. You know, it's like it there's nothing. First of all, nothing to do with WoW. It's like really not even related in any way. Honestly, Ben Foster, one of my favorite actors ever, and he's Khadgar, so that's cool. But
yeah, he did a good job.
There is a lot of cut content from it, though, honestly. So after you watch it, I would recommend going and seeing some of the cut content. There's like a scene that I don't know if it's a spoiler or not to say so, but yeah, there's a scene that a really important character in World of Warcraft is in that is not in the actual film, that I was kind of shocked they cut. Anyway, Jace, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Morning? No, unfortunately not, but morning all the same to you regardless. Maybe it is where you are. That's it for the golems. Still need the fire stuff.
Thanks for copping on by the stream, buddy. J-Expo says yay with a heart because he's happy that we're streaming.
I hope that's why. That might be, he might be saying that for another reason too, Cop. Better find out.
I trust in the heart of my peeps. Okay, that's the last of those Heart of Flames that I need.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We're done with the oil too. I need 2 more still.
Okay.
We still need a ton of these dark iron doors anyway. Maybe we still need to find the lookouts. Yeah, they're over here. We got the steam smoke though, that's good.
There's usually some of those lookouts on the top of each tower.
Yeah. Sizable says, hey, Cop's mine, referring to the heart brown. And then Jenny Hansen says, I like to watch you all play. Well, that's great, because that's why we stream it. So you guys could watch it and enjoy it. Our goals are aligned, it seems.
Indeed.
Lucky us. Mr. Brusen said, I was sad Derek Lewis lost last night. Yeah, me too. You know why I was really sad? Because the fucking stream we were watching lagged as... So there was like a combo last night. Derek Lewis, I'll tell you a quick backstory on this guy, Cop. He's like a knockout like king. He's like he has the most knockouts in UFC history.
Oh.
So it's like I always expect that. And he hit the guy he was fighting with a really stiff punch. And I was like, oh, and then it lagged, right? As soon as he landed the punch, and it lagged for more than a second. I looked at Joe. I'm like, Joe, it might be over when it comes back, dude. And it come back, and it was over, and Derek Lewis lost. I'm like, what the fuck did we miss? Like, I'm like, you know, that he should have knocked that guy out with that punch, but he didn't. And then the guy he fought hit him with like a shiver elbow and sent him down. Oof. And I was like, oh my god, wow, I can't believe we missed the we missed the knockout, but not the one we thought we were gonna get.
Some of those elbows are just nasty.
It hits hard, man. The elbow and the shin, very dense bones. I don't think people, like, you know, if all you ever watch is boxing, you don't realize how much more dangerous your elbow and your knees are than your fists.
I'll tell you a little pro wrestling story here. A few years ago, Brock Lesnar was in a match in the WWE, and they decided, him and the guy he was fighting, they decided they were going to do the spot where they were going to get cut open, and they usually in pro wrestling use a razor blade for that, right? But Lesnar's like, no, he says, don't worry, I can do it just with my elbow. And he says, we don't have to use a blade or anything. And of course, they kept this from everybody, and he brutalized this guy so badly with his elbow to the guy's forehead that legit some of the wrestlers backstage picked a physical confrontation with Brock Lesnar because they thought he went into business for himself.
I think I heard that. I think I heard about that. Yeah, that's interesting.
It's just weird. Nasty to watch. It's legit nasty to watch.
Interesting.
J Expo says, "Good to see you, fam. Good to see you, J Expo."
Size isn't going to agree with that, it seems.
Well, yeah, Size is over in your stream.
You know what, bro? Why don't you keep your dumb fucking stream to yourself, huh, man? I'm going to keep mine, and that's it. This is like half Phil and McCoy shit, bro. We're on different sides.
Just saying, if Size McCoy is talking about how I'm his or stuff, he's over in your stream, not over in my stream.
I know. He's where he should be.
Well, that's kind of debatable.
Gaming Code says, would be cool to see him do a movie like John Cena or Stone Cold Steve Austin. You mean Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
You mean Cop? Maybe he means you.
Ooh.
Brock Lesnar's actually a funny guy, man. He looks like
He is.
He doesn't look like he would be funny, right? But he is funny.
He actually has a really good personality, but
yeah,
he's a really weird guy too. Like, he's legit weird.
Jay says, get the spy. What does that mean? Is that a mob? Gaming Code confirms he was talking about Brock Lesnar, yeah. And Seismical says, you two are cute with like a heart filled, like a face is covered in hearts, basically. Never seen that emote before. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
That is true.
Joe went to pick up food before the UFC event last night, and he was talking about how at the place he went to get the food, they were making heart-shaped pizzas. Did we talk about? I feel like maybe you and I have already spoken about this. No, I don't think it was so. You. Yeah, and I was just like, dude, that is the lamest fucking thing I've ever heard. Like, what do you think about that?
We've been doing that up here for a long time, heart-shaped pizzas.
No, I know, but if you were in like a relationship, like, do you think that would be like a nice sentiment? Like, I don't feel like that's a nice sentiment.
I don't feel like it's something I would do unless me and my girlfriend pizza meant something specific to us.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, you're just like creating a really weird habit here to make people want to get pizza, yeah. I guess.
At least up here, the restaurant that does it, Boston Pizza, they give all the proceeds from those to I think it's like heart cancer research.
Heart cancer? What the fuck?
Or something like that. It's some kind of medical research that has to do with the hearts.
Is that a thing? Heart cancer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably, right?
I would think. You can get cancer in anything these days.
Get it in your toenails. Anyway, oh, by the way, Metro, this is Chris Herrick. I renamed my YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, Chris. How you been? Glad to see you again.
I think we both have all the Heart of Flames we need.
Nope. I only
Oh
have
no, that's
3.
just mine.
You have
Yeah,
it. I don't. I need one more.
Okay.
Whether or not I'll ever get that one is up for debate. Good. Good. Got a job as a SDET and software dev. I see. I don't know what that is, but as long as it's not something bad, I am happy for you.
Indeed.
Is there a job that would be like? Yeah, actually, I guess like. I don't know. What would be like the worst job? Like, if you ever heard somebody say, "I got a job as this," would you ever genuinely not be happy for them? I don't know. I got a job as a professional murderer. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I don't think I can support that. What else?
I mean, I guess if that's what you wanted to do, and you're my friend, I would support you, but
Really?
I wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah. Coal miner, he says. Coal miner? That would be
No,
a pretty...
coal miners are fine. We got a lot of coal mining up here.
Are you serious? It's like one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. And like fucking like something like 25% of the people who worked in the coal mine died.
Yeah, in the 1800s, a hell of a lot safer now.
Is it? What's changed?
Well, there's a lot of safety stuff now that they didn't have back then.
Sidepickle's got the real answer. An Egyptologist. Yeah. Fuck them. Oh, here's a rare. Smoldar. Yeah, because not only is that a bad job to have, because you have to, you know, travel to unsafe places, but you're objectively wrong about things that are making the world worse. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, you really have the worst job on the planet. Fucking liars,
Plus,
he says. Yeah.
Plus, there's all the curses from the mummies.
Oh, that's true. You have to go look at an old rock. Okay, let's turn this in. Then we have some other great examples. What'd you say?
I was just wondering if that was plate or mail.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you collected the materials? Oh, yeah. Well done, Gidwin. We are almost ready. To hold the flawless flame, we still need a shaft and casing. We must first find a suitable shaft. The Dark Iron Taskmasters and Slavers of the Cauldron use weapons of enchanted thorium and extremely sturdy alloy. If you bring me 8 thorium-plated daggers, I can break the alloy down and reforge a shaft.
For the Alliance.
Okay, so we have some other great examples. Also, coal miners have the highest chance of cancer from breathing in all that crap. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Marcus says sewage cleaner would be his pick. That would be a bad one too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched an interview with a plumber talking about septic tanks and shit, and it's like, yeah, I never realized how fucking disgusting that job is.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of money, I guess. They make a lot of money, but... Yeah, basically, like, he was saying, like you have to dig up a sewage tank or whatever, whenever it needs to be fixed, and they'll just... You know, you can just see shit, like fucking like hundreds of years of shit, basically. It's like, oh my god, it's the worst job on the planet. He said the story he had was like he opened up one, and it was just filled to the brim with condoms, and there was, and so there was actually 2 stories like this. He said he had this happen to him twice. And one, it actually caused the guy who asked him to do it to get a divorce. Because he's like, I've never used a condom. So that means my wife's like fucking somebody else constantly, basically. So yeah, they actually caused a divorce over that. And then the other one was, he was like, there was like a 16-year-old girl and like an 80-year-old woman. They were the only 2 people who lived in the house, and the thing was filled with condoms. I was like, I don't want to know who was using them, but... Anyway, I did want to ask, since you are reading the quest, would turning off instant text help with the immersion? No, I don't think so. No reason for that.
Just make it harder to read. Honestly.
Yeah, it might actually make it harder to read, yeah, like if we're sitting there waiting for the text to appear. I mean, if I could make it appear at the rate at which I read them, maybe it would be better, but I don't know how realistic that is. So. No reason to find out.
How about political strategist for unpopular former presidents of the U.S.? That would be a bad job.
Not really. These people are probably millionaires.
Well, that raises a totally different question, though. Is there enough money to make a terrible job a good job? Like,
Yes.
Is there enough money that you could get paid to make?
Correct, there is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what coal mining is, right? Nobody goes into coal mining because they want to be a coal miner. They go into it because they know that the fucking miners union is going to protect their family for the rest of their lives. Like, I mean, I could imagine probably 90% of the people who ever worked in a coal mine, they did not do it for their own gain. Like, they did it because they knew what it could offer their families long term, you know?
Yeah.
Any type of thing like that. Like, I know a guy who, I didn't get together with him last night, but we had watched UFC event previously together, and he works at a natural gas rig, and it's like, he's like, I've seen 3 people die, saying shit like that, and it's like, yeah, okay. But like, he makes like fucking like $50 an hour, and works like he works so much overtime that he's basically making like $150 an hour, you know what I mean? So it's like, obviously at that point, you know, it's worth, like, if that job paid $10 an hour, nobody on the planet is doing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna risk being crushed by fucking drilling equipment and shit. Okay, we got another completely pointless treasure chest. This is interesting though, between the 2 quests that we've already had and now this one now, we're actually going to finish these taskmasters without even having to go out of our way to do it. Funny. That's what questing should have always been like in Classic.
Yeah. You need to line up the gather this from X mob with a quest to kill a certain amount of X mob, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think that Classic's big issue is not actually like poorly made questing structure, it's just quest density. Like, they just needed more quests. They needed probably double the quests. Like, if there was just, you know, think about like Redridge, how we'd fight like a couple mobs at a time and they'd both give the same stuff. It's like, if that was the case in more zones, it would be a much better leveling experience, and then you'd gain more experience too.
Yeah.
That's all it ever needed, was just quests that overlapped more.
Absolutely. 100%.
I don't know how to say this guy's name, but he says dwarves rule, and I guess I agree. Yeah, I don't really, dwarf is not my favorite race in the game, but it's up there for sure. The reason I am a dwarf though is because me and Cop are playing the Paladin Pals. So
that's right.
One's a dwarf and one's a blood elf male, and that's what we're playing today.
That's right.
In my opinion, they also needed to do what they did in TBC, which was remove a lot of the open world elite quests. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah, obviously that would make, yeah, I guess that's a good point. Like, there's a lot of quests we had to skip. Like, if we were able to do that Mukla quest, then we would have just gotten a lot more experience from that, right? So, yeah, that's a good point too.
I guess the counterpoint to that is that in Season of Mastery, those quests give a lot more experience.
That's true. Yeah, to be honest, kind of don't want them to be removed at this point. But it's not really, there's not really that many elite quests anyway, to be honest. It wouldn't solve the problem I'm talking about. You would need a lot more than just the elite quests.
For sure, for sure. Mind you, we've been doing them for a long time. Remember that pig in Redridge that we killed?
Pig in Redridge.
Yeah.
I think so,
It was... I remember it killed us. It was one of the first times we died.
Cool.
We had to run back.
How about this compromise? Make the elite quest scale with party size. Oh, like have them the mob have lower health or something. That's interesting. That's it. Elite. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could work. I see a lot of this stuff is just not going to happen because there's basically like a fucking like skeleton crew monitoring this game right now. So, but yeah, still worth considering, I guess.
Maybe for Season of Versatility.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like, that requires like a lot of coding to do that, right? Like, yeah, unlikely to do that because it's a lot of work. All you have to do is change like database numbers. Those changes are very easy to make, and the only reason they would or wouldn't make them is for philosophical reasons. But when it's like, let's recode mobs to scale health-wise with the amount of enemies, the amount of people tagging them, I mean, that's not even possible in Classic, right? So that would require all new, nothing in the game works that way, right? So that would have to be technology brought over from Live WoW to make that work here.
Too much work for an old game.
Yep. What are your thoughts about the future of Seasonal Classic? I think they should use Seasonal Classic for experimental raid mechanics. Yeah, I think next, if they do another one of these, it's going to be a lot more aggressive, I think, yeah. This whole raid thing, I don't know if you saw, but Black Wing Layer was cleared within like 1 hour of it being released again. Like, it's just, I just don't really get the point, honestly. Like, I guess my bigger concern is like, why are they allowing people to go on the PTR and test it? It's like people were on there like farming it, and it's like obviously they're gonna kill it in 1 hour. You know what I mean?
If they know like,
yeah, and they know all the mechanics already, even the new ones. So I don't know. This whole thing just. I wish I don't know. There's not enough time for it anyway. But I wish I could find a guild that was just composed of like the people that I'm now playing with on Alliance playing Classic, because those types of people are out there still, I'm sure. And it would be nice to play Classic with those types of people, because Classic is obviously so much easier. It would be a lot less stressful and it would be a lot more enjoyable. But it just seems like a vast majority of the people who play Classic actively are like, honestly, like compromising their own enjoyment in the game by just being way too fucking try hard about something that's just not hard. It's just, there's just no reason to do this. Like, you're actually just harming your own experience here. Like, I don't, does anybody care who the first guild to clear that raid is? Like, I mean, really? Does anybody really care? There's probably like 5 groups in the world that even care. So it's just, I just don't know how you motivate people to want to be a part of that.
I agree.
He says, I'm new. On what realm are you playing? It's called Lionheart. Don't play here. It's like literally just me and Cop at this point.
Yeah. Although we did see somebody right at the beginning.
We saw the Druid, yeah. But realistically, oh, you buffed him. That was nice.
Yeah, drive-by buffs.
Well, how about it? But realistically, there's very few people on this realm, and gonna be even less because now there's free transfers off it. Anyway, a lot of players played it for years and years on private servers. So the clear was funny, world first back in the days, not now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I guess I'm happy that they're still able to enjoy Classic, even though that's true. They played it that long. But I feel like they're actively kind of making other people not enjoy it. Like that mentality just doesn't have any place in this. It just doesn't even make sense. That's not that's not compatible with Classic, if you ask me.
Yeah. The amount of silliness that they're going through for the amount of gain they're getting out of it is just...
Yeah, and the thing that bothers me is like Blizzard's trying to help them and they're just basically like refusing the help, you know? And then they all complain about it. They're like, the dumbest thing Blizzard's ever done in 17 years of World of Warcraft was allow Battlegrounds to be done in whatever, the launch of Season of Mastery. It's like, I mean, you could have just not done them then. Like, I mean, it's really not, you know what I mean? It's just kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah.
Is that the AU server? Yeah, it is. Why is retail so broken? What do you mean by broken? The tryhard classic players are the worst attitude players in all of WoW. I totally agree. Yeah, it's just because it's not only like a bad attitude and like elitism as well. Like, you know, you see that in live WoW too, of course, but it's elitism over shit that there is no business being elitist over. Like, it's so fucking weird. You know what I mean? It's like it's just not hard. Like, it's not meant to be hard. It's not. I don't understand it. Like, how anybody genuinely thinks that is a fun way to play the game. It's just bizarre to me. I wish that I could enjoy classic more, but that kind of stuff really keeps me from doing it.
You have to add Iron Man to your challenge to make it remotely challenging. There's something wrong.
That's a whole different story. Yeah, leveling challenges are one thing. I don't mind talking about that, but anyway, yeah, Chris says they complain about the BGs being launched in Phase 1. Do they not remember what happened on relaunch of Classic? Every first contested area were hard camped. Yep, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like, like obviously, when they did that original of Phase 2 and World PvP came out, it was like an absolute fucking disaster. Like, you literally couldn't even do any content for weeks there. And so Blizzard obviously had to fix that. And they fixed that with, I mean, to me, just a good change. Like, I don't see anything wrong with the change. And then people are acting like, oh, it's a bad change because now I can get gear that makes the raiding hard or makes raiding easy. That's basically what they're talking about. Like, all the complaints are centered around the fact that the gear from the PvP system is just better than any raid gear. So the best way to gear up for raiding is to do PvP, and they don't want to do that. And so my answer to that is don't do that. Like, if you don't want to do that, then don't do that. Like, there's no competitive atmosphere in Classic. You are creating this yourself. Blizzard does not care. There's no fucking MDI. You can't win money. You know what I mean? There's nothing. Yeah. Stop fucking ruining the game for yourself. Just play the game and have fun.
Yeah, there's no World 2s of Classic.
Yeah, there's nothing, anything. It's all unrealistic. It's all there because you made it. So stop making it. Stop actively taking the fun out of the game for yourself, and you won't have to complain about shit then. Here, we don't need many daggers. We only need, I think, I need 2, you need 1.
Yep.
Here's my 7th. What direction do you think Microsoft will take Blizzard and WoW in? I hope they do some positive changes. From what I can tell, based on my knowledge of inner workings of the company, Microsoft will have almost no impact on WoW.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to mess with something that worked for 17 years.
They don't have any, like, that's just not how that works. Like, the people who make WoW are not Microsoft employees, so they might like set some deadlines or change some patterns of things, but yeah, nothing is actually going to change about the game. Don't forget, like, they purchased WoW, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Diablo, all the Diablos, 2, 3, and 4. Fucking
Immortal.
Yeah, well, yeah, all those Diablo games, Call of Duty, fucking everything. They bought like 40 games, right? It's like, I don't know why people think like suddenly some random Microsoft employee is gonna like start infiltrating the WoW development team. That didn't happen under Activision. Like, from what I can tell, there was not a single person who wasn't wearing a Blizzard employee badge or shirt when I went there. I didn't see a single person who had any affiliation with Activision, and I have not heard anybody tell me any stories of that otherwise, so I don't see why Microsoft would have any real impact on that. Even the main guy at Microsoft heading the Blizzard project wants more players in WoW, which makes sense because he just purchased it. So obviously he wants it to make more money, right?
Yeah.
People out here boasting about doing full clearing classic raids in 2 parsecs. Well, yeah, that's the thing that's bothersome about it. It's like, not only are they acting like it's a big deal, but they're acting like Blizzard fucked up by allowing them to be able to be so successful at it. It's like they like deride their own success. Like it's like they're blaming Blizzard for how easy the content is. It's like, dude, you're supposed to be. I thought this was supposed to be impressive. Like, you're acting like it's impressive to be the first guild to clear this raid in 45 minutes. And then you're acting like Blizzard made it possible. It's like, wait, what? So you shit players then? Like, what am I? I'm confused. Like, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense. It's so weird. It's so backwards. I've never heard so many conflicting things like to logic. Things that conflict logic so severely.
Yeah.
Besides the ketchup and peanut butter thing.
Even start.
I mean, that's the only other one, I think.
When you would start, I saw a thing on Twitter the other day about pizza, and it was like favorite toppings by state, and I was
By
like,
IQ.
yeah, by state, and I was like, yeah, and people have the gall to tell me that having pineapple on there is bad.
Why?
Some
What else?
states so with some states where carrots are the favorite
Oh,
favorite
God.
pizza topping.
That's fucking
Or
awful.
corn.
Corn? What the fuck? Who the hell has corn on pizza? I mean, I guess it's the States. I will tell you, though, I saw this. I can't even remember what I saw. Dana White had it on his Instagram or whatever. What the fuck was it? It was some really, really, really sounding awful pizza. But he apparently loved it. And it's like, hey, you know what? That sounds awful, but it's probably great. Can't remember what it even was. But yeah, I don't know. People do weird things with bread. And I think they need to stop.
Here. Check that out.
Oh, you sent me a picture.
Yeah.
Favorite toppings by state. Let's take a look at this on stream here. Pepperoni in most states. That's pretty normal.
Yeah. That's
Tuna.
normal.
What's that? Michigan? What? No. What is that? Montana or something? Tuna. Sausage, pepperoni, and mushrooms. All of the top 5 are pretty normal. But then, yeah, you have corn, avocado, tuna, and carrots. Carrots? What is that? Is that New Mexico?
Assumed avocado was California.
Yeah, avocado is California, and I think that's Arizona. No, I think that's New Mexico. I don't know the states very well. Not by picture, anyway. Florida's pepperoni. Corn. Yo, Pennsylvania's is corn. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, dude. I've never heard of a single person who puts corn on their pizza. There's no possible way that's real. That's fake. What the fuck? That is so fake. I don't know a single person who puts corn on their pizza. That's fake. Tuna on pizza? I have heard of that because people put like sardines and shit.
Yeah.
Fish in general, I think. That's just fake, though. Unless, like, out west, there's a lot of people. Pennsylvania is a really wide state. So, like, western Pennsylvania and eastern Pennsylvania are very different. It actually takes longer to get from where I live to Pittsburgh, which isn't even the full distance of the state, than it does to get from northern England to southern England. So that puts everything in perspective there, I feel like.
Friggin' corn.
Yeah, that's just not real. I don't know. I've never even. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, well, carrots, it's like whatever, I guess. Maybe you're trying to make it into a salad. I don't know. But those be beaten. I don't know a single person who's ever asked for corn on their pizza, so there's no possible way that can be true. Unless somehow it's vastly different somewhere else than